Alright, hey guys, Simon here, and we are doing a blind playthrough of Vampire the Masquerade. A blind playthrough, so I haven't played this game before, ever. Why am I playing this? I honestly don't know. I guess I haven't played a vampire game before. Do I think it's gonna be good? Not really, this sounds a bit loud. Let me just turn this down. Audio. Do I think this is gonna be good? Not really. Like the vampire kind of stories is it's kind of angsty, teenage angsty, so I'm not really into that sort of thing anymore. I'm a bit older than that now, as you might know. But that might be interesting. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. A new game starts with creating a new character. Would you like to answer a series of questions about type of vampire you would like to play and allow the game to create your character? Or go directly to the character sheet and let your character's clan... No, this is gonna answer questions. Male or female? Sometimes I like to play female. I suspect I should play male this time. While in the club, you spot your ex-roommate who skipped out after taking your stuff and leaving you with a stack of bills. He looks dead drunk. Do you grab him by the head and repeatedly bash his face into the bar? Or call the cops? See you in court, buddy. Why don't you just talk to him? Ask him to pay your stuff before doing any of these things. I probably won't randomly bash his face into the bar. You know, that has sort of other consequences that you don't really want. You're at a nightclub, having a damn good time. I don't go to clubs very much, by the way, in real life. When you realize you're out of money, what a loser. No cash, no fun. Do you seduce somebody and have them pay for your drinks? Time it just right so you can snatch a bottle when the bartender isn't looking. Go home and read a book or listen to music, something else more intellectually stimulating than wasting life in a lame club. If it's lame, why are you there in the first place? Like, you see this thing about the teenage angst? Like, lame, I'm too cool for this stuff. Like, that kind of attitude? I would probably just stay home and read a book anyway. But I wouldn't call it lame, because you're there. You're in the club. Why would you call... Like, aren't you lame if you do that? Anyway, I'll probably do this. We'll see if we can tolerate this teenage angst. Like, vampire stories didn't used to be like this. You know, like vampires, oh, I'm secretly beautiful, everyone hates me because they don't understand me. You know, that's the kind of teenage thing. But it used to be, if you remember Dracula, the one of the original vampire stories, that wasn't about the angst. It was about an aristocrat, Count Dracula, from the old world, who sucks the blood out of ordinary people. And that's a pretty, obvious satire of aristocrats and then, living off the hard work of peasants and all that. And then he goes to America and then he gets killed in America. So the old world, new world kind of dichotomy, and then the aristocrats being killed by democratic ideals in the new world. So that's the vampire story from Count Dracula. I don't know. I guess Anne Rice and now the Twilight books, like, they've transformed the old satire or the old critique of aristocracy into this teenage angst sort of thing, which I'm not too happy about, but this is clearly the teenage angst sort of vampire story. Anyway, let's just keep going. We'll save the critique for later when we get the opportunities. So an intruder has broken into your house and entered the room. You have no choice but to confront them. Do you overpower and wrestle them to the ground, breaking as many bones as possible? Grab the heavy lamp next to your bed and smash their face in. Grab your gun and fire into them. You keep one next to the bed for this very reason. I probably won't have a gun. Would I have a gun if I lived in the States? Probably not. Grab the heavy lamp. You're stuck in traffic after a concert and the guy behind you is laying on the horn. Your friends in the car are urging you to park the car and help them stick dude's horn somewhere uncomfortable. Do you get out, put a guy out of the car and put him in hospital, talk your friends down? You don't need a lawsuit or jail time. Why would you just go around randomly beating up people? Again, like this teenage power fantasy. It's like, oh, it's stupid. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? What if they have a gun in the car? Are we dumb? A bouncer at the opening of an exclusive nightclub won't let you inside the party with all the beautiful people What a loser. Reject. Do you convince him you work for that director, you know who, you bring him with you next time? No one's that stupid. Hide out by the back exit, wait for someone to leave, then slip in undetected. Everyone has got their prize and it's worth it to get to know the kind of people inside. I'll probably sneak in, if I have to. On Friday you left a drunken rant on your boss's voicemail. On Saturday you sobered up. Why are you drunk, dumbass? And realized you had to erase it no matter what. What do? You know the side door's card reader's broken and can probably be hacked. All you need to do is slip in, erase the message, sneak out. You're an employee, just show the security guard your badge, ask him about the sports team, laugh, walk in, erase the message, say have a good one buddy and walk out. Probably the second one? I'll try that one first at least. Actually, can I go back? Because if they then realize something's wrong, they know I'm there. Damn, can I go back? No, too late. The world's a cruel and unforgiving place. It's actually not. If you're a teenager and you're full of angst, you might think so. It's actually not that cruel and unforgiving. But you've gotten by so far. Why? Stay out of sight and the world won't even know you're there. Nobody likes me. Nobody understands me. Because I keep it a secret. You have no idea the truths I've learned. Oh, I know everything. But no one understands me. Everyone hates me because I'm beautiful. I thought, yeah, okay, second one. You have been embraced by the Tremere clan. The Tremere are the practitioners and creators of the blood magic called thaumaturgy. I don't know what that is. Is that like transformation? I think it is. I don't remember what that's supposed to be. Not generally trusted by other clans. Tremere? How do you pronounce it? Are enshrouded in mystery and keep their motives hidden. I actually need the help test. This is the first time playing. Your vampire's attributes and abilities have now been determined and entered into its character sheet, which you will see next. After your tour of the character sheet, you may make changes to the character or simply play it as it is. Okay, we have attributes and abilities, which feats are derived from. Attributes are your... Man, this is one of these old school RPGs with ridiculous stats and everything. Inherit character traits and are broken into 3 categories: physical, social, and mental. Abilities are things you learn and also broken into 3 categories: talent, skills, and knowledges. Okay. Members of the sinister Tremere clan are masters of vampiric sorcery, so your strongest attribute is mental. Indeed, I am quite mental. In which you have 3 points you can spend. You also have 2 points to spend in physical and 1 point in social. But I don't see those. Your weakest attribute. Social is my weakest attribute. Okay, sure. As for abilities, being Tremere gives you an advantage in your arcane knowledges, therefore you have 4 points to spend. You have only average abilities and talents and weakened skills. Firearms, melee, security, stealth. I don't get it. Computer, finance, investigation, scholarship, brawl, dodge, intimidations. Like, wouldn't these be like different things? Like if you're stealth. Okay, I don't. Okay, whatever. Feats are the actions you perform in the game. Feats are derived from adding an attribute and an ability. For example, will be a feat of lockpicking, which is derived from dexterity and security. Hovering your mouse pointer over a feat will highlight the attribute and ability upon which it is dependent. Okay, I got ranged and defense, that's good. Hacking? I really think I need more sneaking. I'm a bit of a creeper. Okay, bashing, lethal, aggravated, okay. Haggle, persuasion, that's good. Persuasion. Inspection, research, hacking. I want more sneaking. Let me see if I can change that. You're a member of the Tremere clan, masters of blood sorcery. Tremere are feared and mistrusted by other vampires, for the rituals and spells of these warlocks are as potent, if not more so, than any other vampiric power. Their disciplines are Auspex, aura perception, dominate, mind control, and thaumaturgy, blood magic. I think I'm gonna go for dominate. I don't know though. This is your humanity. 7 is the norm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is saintly. The lower you go, the closer you to the beast you become. Also, the lower your humanity, the greater your chances of frenzying. When a vampire goes into frenzy, he loses all control and attacks any and all things around him. However, as you gain experience, you can spend experience points to increase your humanity. Is that determined by your choices or by your experience? This is your Masquerade, where your Masquerade violations are displayed. The Masquerade is a code by which many vampires unlive. Anytime a vampire is seen doing a supernatural act by a mortal, it is considered a Masquerade violation. Okay, so that's you're pretending to be human. You have 5 chances and each strike will have repercussions. If you commit 5 Masquerade violations, you'll be dealt with harshly. Okay. This is where all information on things you're hovering over is displayed. Cool. The auto level on off is a toggle that allows you to decide whether you want the computer to allocate your experience points you earn, blah 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 blah. Reset stats button is another toggle that allows you to clear out your point allocations so you can start over or return them to the last setting. Cancel allows you to return to the last point of the game without changing your character sheet. Once you're satisfied, blah blah blah, accept. Okay. So I tested out the beginning of the game before I started recording. Angst. What kind of name should I have? Should I have... Actually, can I change my gender here? I don't think I can change my gender at this point. What should I call myself? I can call myself... Emo? Angst? Lame? Let's just call myself Angst. Just for the fun of it. Let's see. Strength, physical power is crucial for unarmed and melee. Stamina, toughness, increased soak bashing. Determines speed and agility of a character. Dexterity of not picking is... I kind of want dexterity. I can't remove the first point. Let's see, what bashing? What does bashing do? Your ability to shrug off damage from bullets and blunt melee weapons, stamina as well as clothing and body armor contribute. Bashing soak. Oh, I see. This is your armor. I don't need armor at this point. Let's just go with dexterity so we get more sneaking. Social. I got no points to put in anyway, so let's just ignore that. Exploit people in events. Charisma, persuasion, seduction. I'll figure that out later on. Perception. Ranged combat and inspection. Intelligence. Research and intimidate. Wits. Defense and hacking. I want all of these. Perception. Research, intimidate. Defense and hacking. Would I need defense and hacking early on? Or should I go for research and intimidate? Let's just leave it at this for now. Brawl, unarmed combat, dodge, defense, intimidation, subterfuge. I actually think I want the other two. Barehanded fighting. No, I don't want... Avoid taking damage. No, I don't want those. I want... Instill fear and force cooperation. I want intimidate. And I want subterfuge. Firearms, melee, security, stealth. Should I go for firearms or stealth? Firearms... What's my combat? Ranged. Okay, let's just keep it firearms. Investigation, improve your inspection, feat, finance, haggle, scholarship. I suspect I won't need the haggle feat as much. Research and persuasion. Let's go for investigation. Blood magic. Can bend blood and to powerful and terrible ends. The effects are spectacular and obviously supernatural, should not be used in safe areas lest you risk violating the Masquerade. Okay. The superior strength of vampiric mind allows your character to control the minds of weaker kind and even kindred. Dominate effects are covert actions that cannot be traced back to you, carry no risk of violating the Masquerade. Enhance your mental faculties and allow you to see auras of those around you. All levels also cost 1 blood per activation. I actually think I want Dominate. Spectacular, obviously. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Accept. My name is Angst, because I'm full of it.